All right, we're live. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here with some more custom track showcases. Well, they're mostly texture hacks, but there's a few of them in here that aren't. So I'll get us started for now. And I'll probably turn on some background music right now. Ah. Oh, there it is. First up, we've got SSBB Mushroomy Kingdom by Cuber Hacks. Just looking at the screen cap on the Wiki page, it looks really good. At least better than its the other Mushroomy Kingdom one. Oh. I'm doing pretty well. Most of my week was spent looking for work. I'm currently on phase 2 of an email interview for one company, so that's making me feel pretty good. But it's also spent with streaming Team Fortress 2 Man vs. Machine on Twitch. Something I never had the opportunity to do when I was living up north. It's been really nice. Although it is snowing outside right now. So it is a bit of a bummer. Just got to make sure that my answers are supplementary. Ooh. Okay, so next up we've got Misty Swamp by Dark. You. I'm looking forward to playing version 2 of Moonview Plaza. The first version was fairly large. Ooh. This is looking pretty good so far. The music's actually quite fitting with it. As in the background music I'm playing on my desktop. Of course, Arch Enemy is not background music. And I mean the band. Well, I hope I'm not cursed with a blue shell this time. Ooh. Whoa! Whatever. Oh! Oof! That was so close. Yeah, it snows often in Canada. At least west. Unless you're in British Columbia. Although the snow doesn't last very long in Calgary with all the Chinook winds. Even during the winter, it has like these warm periods. Like I said, Chinooks, just the warm winds coming from the mountains, which makes it much warmer. Otherwise, it'd be minus 40 for like half the year. Well, not half the year, but like plenty of it. Well, Britain gets a lot of their snow. They get a lot of their warmer winds from the Caribbeans. Well, warmer climate from the Caribbeans. Okay. Next up, we've got Sunset Swamp Desert by Dark again. Birdo. Let's do this. It could be worse. You could be living, say, in northern Nunavut, where the snow never really goes away. Hey, Zapple. I'd say 2019, there was a lot of interesting battle tracks. A lot of them are a bit copy pasta from, say, Retro Style 12. But you get, like, some of the decent ones out there. Including one by GU. Oof! Uh-oh. There we go. Oof. I don't know when that will be. Possibly, but I can't guarantee that it will be on a Saturday. Yeah. This week's mostly been like texture hacks from the looks of it. Speaking of which, we've got Crisis Battle 3 by Dark. Hello. Whoa! Oh, that was so close, man. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Damn. No good. Oh! I got him. Ooh, another texture hack. This time we've got Sunset Mall version 1.2 by Cuber Hacks. If anyone is interested, feel free to follow me on Twitch, even if I spend most of it playing Team Fortress 2. It's always fun to slay robots. The hell was that? The animations on those piantas are just so bizarre. Oh yes, he is right. The skybox is pretty bad. Makes me think of the one Chase Silver uses. The animations are like really bizarre for those Piantas. Ow. Ooh. Next up, we've got Hurricane Water Slide by Betelrama and updated by Dark. Betelrama's textures are actually pretty good looking. It's always nice to see someone touch up on them. Only one way to find out whether it works or not. Oh, it works. You may now rejoice. As long as it doesn't have issues during the race, you should be fine. Looks pretty good. I think the only freeze I've ever seen from you, Dark, was when you remade one of my old texture hacks. And I think it was just an import error of sorts. But thank goodness that we managed to get it to work again. It's always good to test things. Ah! Well, I don't see any rain in the cave. Nor in the pipe. Is that Boo hand drawn? It looks pretty good. Yeah, Toxic does deserve that credit because I checked it up on the wiki. But optimization always makes it play nicer. I'm doing mostly a stream because because that's the way I prefer to do it over just making multiple videos. I suppose it's more out of convenience. Plus, if I do it weekly, then I can get into a habit of preparing myself for the stream and then being able to do it. Plus, with faster internet, why not? Being able to stream is quite beautiful. Agreed. I don't have to constantly push out like one of the same videos over and over for like certain tracks that get updated probably a couple times a week. It would be... Yeah, it does take quite a while. Even if the internet I do have is now faster. So next up we've got Waluigi's Motocross version 1.5.2 by Wiimaster 35000 VR and Bjorn, and updated by Spy Kid and Zilla. Finally, the first custom track, even if it's just a hotfix. Ooh, that was so lucky, man. Though it is interesting to note that you can actually just hop to avoid ever getting POW'd, but it's very frame specific as shown in a tool-assisted speedrun. Wasn't the most optimized run, but damn. It was pretty good. Hey. Oh. Is that so? I'll have to check those out now. This is all while I'm doing one segment. I should probably reserve those for the next segments. The next segment. I just gotta put that down in my notes. After this race, of course. Alright. What is JSYK exactly? Because I have Mineshaft pulled up. Looks like the. Oh, these are definitely updated from like last month, but it didn't seem to get around to them. Oh. Oh, thank you. So it's just 2 tracks. Okay. I have those hang on, I'll be making references in my notes. Mine Shaft. That's version 1.2 by Rhino Rocks and Reed Duffy and Ice Stone Shaft. Hello. Version 1.5. Well, I figure that it could be fixed more easily with Weems tools, unless it's still broken with that. Alright, my notes are updated, and I should be downloading those after this segment. So, next up, we've got... Oh, it's Moonview Plaza. There we go. Moonview Plaza by Nintendo Yoshi. I wonder how, if it's just the scaling's been improved as well. But it definitely looks better. Minimap looks good. The fountain. Oh. Ah. Bench and fountain with cars. It's actually a little smaller now. I think it's a little too small, but baby steps. It's not as like this huge track that felt like there was not enough going on it. Ah. Yeah. Very beautiful. Ooh. I wasn't paying attention there. An excellent addition to the Mario Kart Wii community. Let's see. Next up is Dark Bowser Castle 3. This is Dark's version. There's actually two of these in the in this week's showcase. This is an awful lot like the SNES Bowser Castle to that GB that Zapple and Spyro made. Oh. Yeah, Nintendo's always been a bit of a copyright hog. Even though they're literally sitting on a gold mine. Well, at least Super Mario Maker happens to be them actually being aware that there's actually people who really want to make their own levels and whatnot. And it's not as bare bones as, say, the Dungeon Maker in Link's Awakening on the Switch. You can create just about anything. Whoa! Hey, Toxic. Next up, we've got Bowser's Beach by Zito94 and updated by Yoshi Fan Spent 73 GB. I'm all prepared for Thursday with about 200 small little bars. They costed like about $20 if you include tax. So if there isn't like 200 people in at my front door begging for candy, then the likelihood is my brother and I are going to have like plenty of candy for the rest of the week. That's going to be interesting. Oh, hi, Spyro. Well, I hope the stream doesn't have like the sound removed because some of the copyrighted music I'm playing in the background. When these are some pretty neat songs, like from System of a Down or Avenged Sevenfold or Van Halen. Or Nintendo. One of the intro themes I used for like the opening cameras was the intro for Chop Suey from System of a Down. And it was actually paired up with one of the opening parts of Beat It from Michael Jackson. But of course I decided to just go with Ballad of the Goddesses instead. And there was also that other track. It was it was from Over the Hedge, Rockin' the Suburb. No, I just wanted to use some other songs instead, but I could give those a shot again. Just don't want the audio of the tracks to be taken out, of the videos to be taken out. Not to mention, there's some anime. There's some songs in anime like Inuyasha and Naruto. So I'd be pretty screwed over. Alright, so next up we've got Mr. M Circuit by Nitro MKWii. It also came with a texture hack for Mario on the Mach Bike called Mr. M. Pretty sure it's based on Mr. L, which is originally from Super Paper Mario. It's actually an interesting addition, even though he was technically under the control of Dimentio. Though I will say that I did somewhat like the gameplay for Super Paper Mario, even though it's less like a turn-based RPG like its predecessors and more like a platformer with RPG elements. And you have like the joke fight later in the game, which is based off the older RPGs of, say, something like Earthbound or Final Fantasy. Paper Mario 2 is honestly the best Paper Mario game one could ask for. And I know that there's a couple channels like Strider that dedicate much of his channel to Paper Mario glitches, exploits, all sorts of interesting things. Though I will say that Sticker Star is the worst Paper Mario game I've played, since you really need to conserve on stickers if you want to attack. And it's very bare bones for a game that was essentially meant to be a sequel to Super Mario RPG. I just find that Strider's channel is excellent for explaining a lot of the ins and outs of Paper Mario, both 1 and 2. Like, it's essentially data mining a lot of the game, and some of these are actually used within speedruns. Alright, so next up we've got Dark Bowser Castle 3 version 3 by Cuber Hacks.
Oh yeah, Luigi! Let's go!
And I put it over Bowser's Castle so I wouldn't have to split this all into 2 segments. Though I will have to do that anyways with 2 of the tracks I've played through. This one's alright. It's not nearly as good as Dark's version, but it's better than the older versions. Nope. I failed that one. It certainly looks bland when you compare it to the other one I just showed a couple minutes ago. Oof. Punishment. Ah. Not gonna get away this time. Yeah, it's a Nintendo thing, really. Oh. Then next up, we've got Nintendo's N64 Banshee Boardwalk version 1.1 by Zapple and Spyro. Oh.
Let's go.
Yeah, Zapple or ZPL. Oh, I figured that part would have been a shortcut. Then I saw the little ramp, which makes me think, yes, yes it is. Oh! I figured that listening to music would not only help keep my attention span a little bit higher, but it would also be a little more entertaining for people watching, rather than having to listen to a lot of the custom music that I've put into the game. I'm still waiting for Smash Custom Music to come back up, though. It's a shame. And I think it's all in part due to Nintendo. But at least I have some royalty-free music. And it sounds pretty good. I mean, who can really knock Kevin MacLeod? I'd have to play this through time trial just to get more of a perspective on that. Anyways, I'm gonna start with the second segment, which includes Mine Shaft and Ice Stone Shaft. Thank you, JCL, for pointing this out. Difficulty is always fine as long as the difficulty is actually within player skill and not within limitations of, say, the game. A lot of NES games were notorious for being difficult and for the wrong reasons. And it's mainly due to the lack of control, and there's not a whole lot that you could do with a very small game. Like, compare the first 3 Castlevania games and then Super Castlevania 4 on the SNES. And you'll see that a lot of the challenge comes from the controls on the NES games. If there's any more tracks I should be adding on here, feel free to let me know. If they've been updated and I haven't checked on them. Muse is always a pretty good band. All right. I've mostly done these showcases. I haven't played online with my Wii U since I have the DNS blocked. I have my DNS settings set to manual, so it blocks updates from Nintendo because they automatically update the Wii U, which is rather annoying. With the Wii, which I do have, I am thinking of probably trying some worldwides online or playing online in general. But I do want to focus on some other games online, as I play a lot of Team Fortress 2. Okay, so first up we've got Mineshaft by version 1.2 by Rhino Rocks and Redefy. This one's a little darker than the previous versions, but it definitely looks very Minecrafty. Oh! Yeah, I just noticed that the mini-map's a little off. That's an interesting effect, the use of creepers. Ooh. It's a little flat for that, but I suppose if you add some trickable spots somewhere. And this should be the last track for this week. Last up, we've got Ice Stone Shaft version 1.5 by Rhino Rocks. Oh, wrong track. My bad. Is this the one with the glalie in it, or is it another track that does? Oh wait, that's a different track. It'd be interesting if someone could get that glalie to a Mega Evolve in the track, like maybe after lap 2 or something. Ah! Funky Kong is stuck. Oh, he's not stuck anymore. Wait, is the fountain actually frozen like that? Interesting. Let's. I am interested in trying out the shortcut for myself now. Enter the cannon on the from the right. I should also try that one too. I know this is the end of the showcase, but still, I'm very curious on these parts. Just a small question to everyone. Should I do some Twitch streaming with a lot of the Mario Kart showcases as well? I can always share the highlights or whatnot from, or the entire broadcast onto YouTube. I know that YouTube is capable of streaming now, but I want to know whether it would be fine to do on Twitch as well. Of course, I would have to change some of the music that I play in my playlist. Maybe not in the track, but definitely in the playlist. Maybe not to Darude Sandstorm. Oop. That'd be interesting. And hopefully I can get Alex to play as well. Now that would be quite interesting. Oh, I can't seem to get that. Yeah, Alex is my brother, Alexander Harold. He spends a lot of his time playing on PC. Though it's mostly between Team Fortress 2 and Deep Rock Galactic. It'd be interesting to get him into all sorts of different games for like the duo queue. Speaking of which, might do some TF2 tonight on Twitch. I would make sure. I'd have to make sure that I do it more cleanly next time. Yeah, I think I should be doing that. But I really want to try the cannon thing. Oh, oh, I see what you mean. Oh, that's why it got stuck. Yep. Oh my god! Oh my god! This part is broken. Let's do it again. Watch this. We'll have to fix this part. Thank you, JCL. This is like... I really hope this gets fixed. You better let Rhino Rocks know about this. It's troll bait. Well, it gives me a good reason to use the piranha prowler now. Just if I get a mushroom, then I could make some unlucky sap waste about 10 seconds. It's beautiful. Now I have to practice my lines. Oh. Ooh, finally a Metallica song. This is after playing plenty of Avenged Sevenfold songs. Ah! Okay, that one was sloppy, but it is doable. It's kind of hard to see with those plants in the way, but it is very doable. This time it wasn't so sloppy. Definitely could use some improvement, but first lap was very sloppy. I hope there's more custom tracks within the following week. Also, Weem's Mario Kart Fun 2019 October came out not too long ago. So I have that downloaded and I just have to install it. Because the June version's actually pretty fun to play on. I kind of wish that LE code would allow for expansion of having more than just 10 battle arenas. Especially since you have some really decent ones now. Not just the ports, but a couple originals that are great as well. Like Moonview Plaza. Ooh, what's CT? I'm kind of intrigued. Kinoko Canyon. Well, I think that should be it for now. Thank you for coming to the stream, and I shall be back next week. I hope you enjoy your Halloween, and take care. If you want to watch me play other games, including other Mario Kart titles or the PC games, feel free to subscribe to me here or follow me on Twitch. Thank you very much again, and have a wonderful rest of your day.